Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play 7 Days of Skeptic. Last time, a lot of crazy stuff went down, and now we are being blamed for the murders that have occurred on the ship. Even though it doesn't make sense for us to be blamed since we weren't even present when the second person was murdered, we are still being held responsible unless we are in the brig. So let's see what Miss Angela has to say about this. First mate. Commander. Yes, Doctor. This is a blatant abuse of power. I question your use of language, Doctor. You can't imprison people without cause. What are you talking about? You are the prime suspect in the killings. Admittedly, not on much evidence, but you are nonetheless. I've acted entirely logically. Geez, who are you, Data? I'm afraid as counselor I must relieve you from duty. Regulations empower me to do so in the event of a mental breakdown of the commanding officer. Earth Federation Code 1707. I am aware of the code, Doctor. However, Code 980 gives me the power to hold serious or suspicious individuals for up to 7 days in the event of serious crime on board ship. And Code 1701 does not apply when the counselor, him, or herself is under investigation. Wow, she knows the rules pretty well. I didn't kill anyone. Whether or not you did is currently immaterial. I told you this is merely a precautionary measure. I was outside when Serena disappeared. You can explain all that to the investigators. Rest assured, Doctor, if you truly are innocent, the evidence will acquit you. In today's foolproof modern era, wrongful arrest is increasingly unlikely. Jeez, what is wrong with this woman? How much longer till the investigators get here? Their ETA is around noon on Sunday. You have 3 more days to practice your explanations. Right. Angela, while I'm here, the real killer is on the loose. Oh yes, I forgot you were doing some little investigations of your own. Who do you have pinned down for the real killer? Let's say this. Yeah, let's give the real answer. I think there's someone else on board. How could another person have possibly gotten on board? The internal scanners would have spotted them. What if they weren't a physical being? Doctor, I have no idea what you're talking about. Even if non-physical beings existed, they cannot murder corporeal entities. Commander, behind you! Counselor, please. Even if I... Angela! Oh no. Oh no. That is Captain Shahal, and he breaks her neck. Alright, so let's continue this conversation and get back to that later. What about the locker? You're becoming obsessed with that article. I have told you before it was nothing but useless space debris. The murders of the 2 crewmen are slightly more of an issue at the moment. But what if there is a connection somehow? How could there possibly be a connection? It is an empty steel box left to float in space for thousands of years. Are you suggesting the murderer was hiding inside? Anyway, before I go back to that other thing, forget it, you won't listen to reason. As you wish. We want to take a look around. First, we'll be operational, preventing access to the brig. Doesn't look very comfy, but then I don't think they're supposed to. At the bed. Not that tired. Is there a toilet even in here? Right, we have a towel rail. Sturdy, hard plastic towel rail. And you want to grab that, and before we go on, I want to save. So let's continue talking to Angela. Just on the loose. William. Why do you say that? He's been acting very suspiciously. I would consider Dr. Taylor's attitude understandable in a time of extreme stress. There's no physical evidence against him. So let's try Adam. Adam. Your best friend? Why? He's been acting as if he knows something, I'm sure of it. Well, be sure to let the investigators know as soon as they arrive. The captain. So, you didn't discover his corpse after all? I did, I know I did. But then his corpse disappeared. What if he's still alive? If he is, Doctor, he will have a little trouble moving around. What with the spikes sticking through his chest? And all his blood supply lying around the radio masts? Good point. So be ready, because you know what's going to happen here. Oi. There we go. This is just a stun gun. I don't know how long it will hold him. Alright. Yeah, let's get out of here. Alright, come on. Over this way. Actually, I think we want to stay right here. Oh shoot, what do I do here? One second. Okay, you have to stand behind this pipe, and then he will be looking for you. Okay, so I knew you had to use this right here, and boom. I don't think he'll be troubling us anymore. Alright, we did it, I think. But wait a minute, who killed him in the first place? We didn't do it. Huh, alright, Oh no. And Angela, pretty sure she's dead. Angelus is dead, her neck is severely broken. You okay? Alright. Oh. 3 crew members dead. Not a good thing. Alright, so let's go here. Oh, wait a minute, let's... Wait, who's in here? Oh yeah, this is the doctor, isn't he? Let's, talk to him, perhaps? No! Oh god, what? It's okay, it's me. I killed him. You killed the captain? Are you sure? Unless he can survive a fall down the reactor pit. Okay. John, you're a guardian angel. That's what you are. Are you coming out here? No, I've just got some things to sort out in here. I'll meet you on the bridge in about 10 minutes. We can talk about what to do next. Okay. Oh, there are plants here. Plastic, of course, no. Anyway, I don't know why I'm looking at that when we're kind of in a state of emergency. Anyway, he wants to meet us up at the bridge. He's still acting so weird. Okay. Anyway, can we get some food? So if we go in here, we'll find poor little Adam. That's Lieutenant Adam Gilkenny, my bunkmate and the ship's engineer. Adam, it's okay. He's dead. Really? You saw him killed? Did it with my own 2 hands. Why was he after us, John? I have no idea. Come on, get out of there. I'll gather everyone else and we'll meet up on the bridge. Okay, John. Well, everyone else, there's only us 3 left. good. So who will be in charge now? How does the line of command go? So we want to go to the ops deck. And let's go in here. Is Commander Garrett joining us? Angela, she was guarding me when it arrived. It killed her. Don't you think we can refer to it as him? I don't know. The point is, he's dead now, right? We're all okay now, aren't we? I don't know about that either. For some reason, when Barry was on the loose just now, it didn't seem like him. It looked a lot like him. No, I don't see what John's saying. It looked like Barry, but it wasn't him. Like something was controlling him. And let's not forget Barry is dead. We don't know that. All John saw was a spacesuit, and that disappeared. I mean, the sensors never picked up more than 4 life forms on board, 3 after we lost Angela. Whatever that thing was, it had no life signs. This is getting very disturbing. Yeah, but we're safe now, aren't we? Somehow I doubt it. Whatever made Barry rise from the grave may still be present. For caution's sake, I think we should get off the ship now. William, isn't there some rule against the ship's doctors being given the key to one of the escape pods? Some regulations to do with medical emergencies? Yes, I have access to escape pod C. But surely you don't think it's necessary? It's just 3 more days until help arrives. William, in the last 3 days, half the crew has been wiped out. Okay. We'll take the pod. First we have to fuel it, warm up the engines, and run a systems check. That'll take a few hours. We should all try to get some sleep. Get the hell out of here tomorrow. Here first thing tomorrow. Friday. Adam, stop pacing. It's almost 9 o'clock. Where the hell is he? He just have overslept. He's saying that so I don't flip out. Look, you wait here. I'll go down to his quarters and check on him. Okay. So, we are almost at Sunday now. Yeah. Have you checked on William yet? No, not yet. Hang on. Oh, so no conversation with him. Okay. Anyway, sorry, 1 second here. Okay, I had to look at something here, because I remember there's a part here that I have a hard time figuring out. Anyway, we want to go into the captain's quarters and use his console. Welcome back to your personal network interface, Barry. You have 1 new email. There are no items that match your preferences. Enter help for available functions. Center commands, help, the screen, email, access news. Let's access email. Oh, I can't even press enter. Okay. Access email. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. From Andrew Sarai to Barry Chahal. Barry, I'm so sorry I forgot it. It was your birthday on Monday. Happy belated 55th anyway, Andrew. So it's important to note that Monday was Captain's birthday. Sorry, Andrew. He's well, yeah. Anyway, news. There are no news items. Alright. What else is there? So you want to access the date. It's the 1st of August, 2385. So, If today's the 1st of August, 5 days, or back on Monday, I believe, it was 5 days ago, that was the captain's birthday. So the date on that would be the 28th of July, 2385. But he would have, since he was 55, he would have been born at 2330. So make note of that. So yeah, that's what I was having trouble with, because like, wait a minute, how do I figure out this password again? And kind of had to look that up. Anyway, but hopefully we can actually access some override functions. That's what we want to do. So type in captain. Enter your 6-digit override code to access intra-ship functions, or type menu to return to the start screen. So how you figure out the password is simply his birthday. It would be 28th of July 20-something 30. It ended with 30. Enter the appropriate number. Withdraw radio mask for 5 minutes. Deactivate residential deck security. Which one do we want to do? Deactivate residential deck security. What the heck is number 3? I want to type in number 3 and see what happens. Error. Okay. I don't want to withdraw the radio. Okay, so I actually went off and saved just so I can do that and see what would happen. Apparently nothing, so oh well. Deactivate residential deck security. Alright, we're done. So now let's go check on the good doctor. Let's go to residence deck. What the hell? Oh no. Okay. Oh geez. Looks like blood coming out from under William's door. Door. Oh, William, what have you done? There's the access card. Let's get out of here. Yeah, these... So now you know why that body was missing. And you know who mutilated and, what's-her-face's body. And it looks like Angela is here too. Something that looks like a part of a leg, or that could be... I thought that was a face. Serena's head is still wearing her glasses. I think I'm going to throw up. Looks like someone's been trying to stitch a body together from the parts of these 3 different people. There's severed limbs hanging from the top mattress. There's been some very precise work done here. There are very few very carefully removed internal organs sitting on the top. Yeah, we need to get out of here. That doctor's been doing something crazy and I don't know why. Alright, Alright, Opstick. Let's get out of here. So yeah, by removing security, you were actually able to enter the room like that. Otherwise, it would be locked. I've got it. I've got the security card. Great, give it here. You should have seen William's room. It was... body parts on every surface, blood all over the floor. Oh, please, let's just forget it. I didn't think William was capable of such a thing. What other explanation is there? That locker. There was something evil in that locker. I know it. Oh, come off it, John. There was nothing in that locker but... But what? Nothing. No, you were going to say something. What was in the box, Adam? I can't... John... You opened the box. So sorry, John. Why? I had this awful dream. Something in the box killed us all. When I woke up, I was so terrified. I just had to look inside the box, make sure it was harmless. I just couldn't sleep before I did. What was in it, Adam? That's the weird thing. No human remains at all. There was a welding mask, a leather apron, and a machete. A fine little wooden doll thing. There was this letter lying on top of it all. To whom it may concern, if you are reading this, then the box has been opened, and you must understand that you are in extreme danger. Immediately after reading this letter, seal the box, shut it again, and flush it back into space. The evil must not be released upon mankind again. Oh, I skipped past that, I didn't mean to. My real name is classified information. By my own request, I am commonly known as Trilby. In the year 1993, when I was a cat burglar, I was intimately involved in what became known as the Defoe Manor incident. I, along with Simone Taylor, James Fowler, Philip Hardy, and a man called AJ, found ourselves trapped in Defoe Manor at the mercy of a wraith. After 5 days and the deaths of AJ and Hardy, I was able to identify the ghost of that as that of Sir Roderick Defoe's retarded son, whom I later named John Defoe for the sake of convenience. I was able to exorcise the spirit with the assistance of Taylor and Fowler, and Defoe Manor was destroyed by fire. I returned to my thieving lifestyle, confident that John Defoe was at peace. In 1995, I was apprehended by the authorities in return for an amnesty. Was offered the opportunity to lend my services to the government. I took position as a field agent in the Special Talent Project. In the early months of 1997, I was brought news that Simone Taylor had been murdered in her home by an assailant wielding a large slashing weapon. Sensing a connection, I immediately began my own investigations into activity around Defoe Manor. It was as I had suspected. Looters and trophy hunters had discovered the idol intact in the ruins of the mansion, and it was constantly changing hands in the antique network. The idol was a crude African trinket picked up by Sir Roderick in one of his many adventures in 19th century Africa. When Sir Roderick used it to beat his unwanted son to death, it became the vessel for John's confused soul. In the mansion, merely touching the idol would cause a person to be possessed by the wraith, mindlessly murdering everyone they encountered for as long as the possession lasted, usually a couple of hours. Calling in some favors, I had the idol brought to me heavily sealed in protective casing. It had to be destroyed, that much was clear. I considered burning it, but I deemed it too risky. The evil could have remained in the ashes, spread out over a wider area. I realized then that mankind would never be safe as long as any trace of John Defoe remained on Earth. Fortunately, an unmanned space probe was to be launched in September of this year, assigned to explore the outer regions of the solar system. I have placed all of John Defoe's artifacts in the metal coffin and persuaded NASA to send it off into space with the probe. As soon as I have finished this letter, I will seal it into the coffin with everything else and have the package shipped to Cape Canaveral. I remain confident that this will ensure that John Defoe remains exiled from the human race for the rest of time. However, the fact that you are reading and presumably understanding this document indicates that my confidence was misplaced. Please, no matter what year it is now or how advanced you believe you are, you do not attempt to combat John Defoe. He cannot be destroyed by conventional means or reasoned with on human terms. You must eject him back into space immediately and tell no one of your discovery. The lives of you and everyone you love are at stake. The decision you make now you will have to live with forever. You read the letter? Why didn't you shoot the box back into space? I didn't think it was for real. How would I ever explain that to the captain? For God's sake, Adam. Besides, I didn't touch anything else in the box. Just closed the box, left everything how it was, and went back to bed. You really think I caused all this? No, Adam, I don't. Somehow I think that box would have found a way to get itself open somehow. What? Let's just get out of here. Use the access card. John, run! Oh, okay, Okay. Okay, here's the line that I didn't read. Nothing important, alright. Sorry I skipped it before. Anyway, back to our death-defying, actions. Alright, so you want to be quick here. Lever. There. And, now it's Saturday. We seem to be in the clutches of the doctor. William, what are you doing? Oh, good, you're awake. I wanted to be able to apologize. For what, William? I'm really sorry about this, John. If there were any other option, you know I'd take it. But he needs your body parts. We're so very nearly finished, and you'll be the last one. You forgive me, right, John? Of course I forgive you, William. I'm so glad. So we are now strapped. I'm going to make sure I'm not going to have anything bad happen. We are now in the clutches of the doctor. And this spirit is still on the loose and looking for a new body. Can we stop it and survive? You're just going to have to find out in the finale of Let's Play 7 Days of Skeptic. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.